thing's a tech driver.
Last Minute Man, and we are back at the studio. I'm here with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. And Mr. Obvious, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about the Rock River Arms.
Yeah.
Coyote.
Yep, Coyote model.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why would you want a Rock River Arms Coyote model?
Yeah. Shoot coyotes.
It seems obvious. But anyway, so yes, this is a very, very nice rifle. Rock River, I believe, makes some of the, in my opinion, some of the finest ARs as far as accuracy is concerned and things like that. If you take apart the bolt carrier group of a Rock River, you know, these are chrome line gas keys. Everything is done right. I've never heard anything bad about a Rock River. The grip that's on it, I think is outstanding, but not too much about what I think. But Mr. Obvious, you know, and it is a chrome line barrel as well on this particular model. But go ahead and tell me some things you like about this rifle.
Well, I like quite a bit of stuff now. I love the grips on it. It's soft rubber, good feel to the hand with the finger grooves, the trigger, the length of pull, pretty good. Got the QD mounts, ambidextrous on both sides. It's got one here, it's got one up here, and it's got one in the bottom.
That is nice.
It is nice. Don't have an ambidextrous charging handle, but you know, it's the way I hold it. I'm right-handed, so this is all right for me. I can get by with that. It's just a sweet gun. I like the rail is small, skinny rail, like that. It's got a full length Picatinny on it. Do whatever you want to do with that.
So red dots, optics, whatever you want on there. You know, you want some flip up iron sights, whatever you want.
Yeah, it's got a little of everything. But
Very, very generous. You know, as far as what you can put.
I like the flash hider on it.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's going to be a good gun. This is the 223 Wild, so Coyote model. So, what do you like about it?
Other than the fact that I didn't have to buy it, Mr. Obvious bought it. So I mean, I do love that. But Mr. Obvious, come up close here and let me show you what I really like about it. Okay, so we'll come in here. Let's look real close. We'll talk real quick about something I don't like, and that is we don't have an ambidextrous or something like a Radian Raptor style charging handle. Now, a lot of people will tell you, you know, and I can tell you, when I was in the military, that's the way we operate them. Everything's good, you know. That's if everything's working. Okay. Yep. But I really like that. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's basically contradicts what I just said. I do not like an ambidextrous safety, okay? If you're going to do a safety and do it right, in my opinion, I love what they did. Now come in here close. You'll see it's got this extra cone on here, okay? Very easy to flip that thing, okay? So I can flip it from safe to fire, very easy, of course. And again, that trigger's outstanding. You know, the reset on that thing. Woohoo!
Yep.
That's an outstanding trigger. But the safety here, okay, I can operate just fine, okay? Now I'm a righty. So if you're a left-handed guy, you may disagree with me. You may say, well, Last Minute Man, what if I'm over here and, you know, I can't do that. I got to come out of the trigger well and operate that. I get it. What I would rather have is the ability to transition from the left side or the left side of the firearm to the right side of the firearm if you're left-handed. Okay. Now, the other thing you got to consider is if you're a lefty, that brass is coming right back at you. Okay. It's not out to the side. Okay. So sorry guys, if you're a left-handed, this is not a left-handed world. Okay. It is a right-handed world. But I'll tell you why I hate an ambidextrous safety so much. Just pick one or the other, says I. But if I'm over here, Mr. Obvious, I'm coming up on target. I got to flip off, boom, right? I'm on target. I'm shooting, okay? Now, let's look from this angle, okay? I'm presenting. Imagine this same lever that's here is over here, okay? I'm on fire. Okay, what just happened?
Oh, hit a pushy finger back out of the way if it's
Well,
longer on this side.
You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You got to get out of the way. And then people are like, well, if you're going to remove the safety, your finger should be on the trigger anyway. Well, there's some truth to that, but I fired a lot of shots downrange. This is not something that is nuanced to me. This is something I've actually done. This is not patty cake time. This is, we're going down. Okay, we're shooting. That is an obstruction. I do not like it. I think it is lazy. I think it is a dumb idea. And guys that are out there, maybe you disagree with me. That's fine. Comment below. But I will tell you, as somebody who's been in firefights and had to report back to somebody shooting at me, that's an obstruction. Okay. And then you're like, well, what if your good arm went out? Well, you're in some dire circumstances if that happens. As somebody who has trained soldiers and who has fired shots downrange, ambidextrous safeties, stop. Just stop doing it. It's stupid. That's all I have to say about that.
That's all you got to say about that? I kind of agree with you.
I'll tell you how I really feel now. No, no, it is. It's obnoxious to me. And, Rock River, you guys did this right. This is outstanding. Feels good in the hand. This has got a big
Rock River rubber band around it.
We'll go ahead and take that off. All right. So we'll get that off there. But this thing, everything about this feels right to me. If I'm going to get up and work it, manipulate it. Again, I'd like to see a Radian Raptor, okay? Because that is something I want ambidextrous. Because, that works. If I want to work it with my right hand, I can do that. Well, right now I can't. Okay, I got to come over. And, I don't like that. So I would like a Radian Raptor charging handle. The safety, you guys got that right. And again, that's a pet peeve of mine. But, everything else on this, I really like this. If you'll zoom in here, in the trigger guard here, that's nice and wide. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Okay, everything's nice and wide. So if you're wearing gloves or something, you can come in here, and that's not going to obstruct you at all. Like I said, oh God, that reset on that trigger is just outstanding. Now, this is not a combat firearm, right? Mm-hmm. This is a
varmint gun.
However,
varmint trigger. Mm-hmm.
Man, if you drop this into my hands and I had to go fight, of course I need optics on it. But I think this thing's ready to go. Rock River does just an outstanding job with these firearms. This is a heavier barrel than what you see on typical government models. Okay, so you got a really nice flash hider on there. So you can put a can on this if you want. So you can suppress it. This is a 223 Wild, 1-9 twist, and that's actually right on the top of the barrel there. So you can see that. Yep. So this thing should be pretty daggone accurate, and I'm excited to see it shoot.
Yeah, it's guaranteed 1 MOA.
So let me toss this back to you, Mr. Obvious. So
nice.
What do you think, Mr. Obvious?
Good catch.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yep. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, that's right down my alley.
All right. No, it's a 15 rounder. We're safe.
Oh, 15 rounder.
Yeah. So YouTube wants to say, oh, they hit us with all kinds of stuff. They said, oh, you're in violation of copyright. That's a 30 rounder.
You could show putting a magazine in a gun.
Yeah.
Why not? Don't work without it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just some dumb stuff. But that's okay.
Must be kids running the show.
Clearly. But yeah, so the 15 round mag looks to be a sturdy, good mag.
Yep, and about the right size to varmint hunt with.
The follower in it looks good. Obviously, it takes 30 rounds as well. It's a standard AR.
Yep.
It's an AR. So we'll have to get out and shoot it. What kind of scope are you going to put on that, Mr. Obvious?
I'm going to put a Vortex Viper, I believe. What I got. I can't remember what model exactly it is, but it's Vortex Viper.
All right. So Rock Island's coming out with a lot of other stuff too. I was just looking here. I did not know that they were getting ready to, of course, this is in River. They're doing some 1911 stuff. They're jumping into that game. And I'm excited about it. I'd love to shoot some of these. They've got some pretty neat looking target guns, but as far as like an actual carry gun, you know, I looked this up on Gunbroker. They're wanting $1,700 for that. Not today, says I. All right, that looks beautiful, and I'm sure it's an outstanding firearm, but that's an awful lot of money, and you are competing with some heavy hitters there, like Springfield, Kimber, some other guys that do that stuff quite a bit. And you know what, though? Rock River has never shied away, clearly, from competition. They're up here guaranteeing 1 MOA or sub MOA with some of the rifles.
Yep. So
they're doing some pretty amazing stuff. I would love to get a hold of one of these and actually test it out, you know, but $1,700, fellas, we're getting up there into some very, very high end. I mean, you're
about knocks the poor man out of business, though.
Right. And you know, if you're going to offer what you're going to call the base models or whatever, the production pistols is what you're calling them. Let's knock that price down to $1,000.
Yeah, look at the grips on
1,200 maximum is what I would like to see.
Look at the grips on this, and look at the cutouts in the front of it.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful, and I'm sure. And I like the flat trigger also.
Yeah.
So I would love to get a hold of one of those to test it. And if your rich uncle wants to hook a brother up, Last Minute Man and Mr. Obvious would love to get a hold of one of those.
Yeah.
But and that's awesome. I would love to do it. However, that's a little out of my price point. It's right now, this is entering the market here. And if I'm entering the market, my opinion, my humble opinion, is come out with something that's between that $900 to $1,200 range for an entry level. And when you're, according to Gunbroker, $1,700, $1,800, that's just too high of a price point to come in at, in my opinion, if you're trying to break into a market. Mr. Obvious, we've talked a lot here, and we've kind of given our opinions on things. Some stuff I want to note real quick before I forget. The and of course, grip here that you have, that is an excellent mount that this has. That's a great lockup. That's free float. They did a great job on that. Rock River, awesome job.
Great job.
Yeah,
looks good.
I mean, that's solid.
It's solid.
Yeah. So, I mean, until we get out here and shoot, there's no negatives. You know, as long as this thing performs as advertised, and I have no doubts that it will. Gosh, is there anything negative to say?
No, I can't find one.
You know, the lineup, you know, right here, the upper and lower, that's all good.
Everything's type tolerance in it. It's perfect. Nothing out of place.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and I always look for something, but honestly,
You got a flared mag well in it? I didn't look to see.
No, not really.
Not really.
I mean,
a little bit of bevel.
Yeah, it's not much. You know, but you're in the $1,300 price point with something like this, and you know, it is not a cheap date. Okay, so you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay.
Pay for accuracy.
And so, almost looks like there's a key lock there. So something that locks in, you can see a lock from the top. You know, everything looks real solid. And again, you've got to make sure everything's locking up the same every time, you know, to get the accuracy that they're guaranteeing and claiming. And yeah, that's just, that's pretty cool. That's cool. So anything to add, Mr. Obvious? Anything I'm missing here?
The only thing we're missing is a target and some ammo.
Yeah, we're we've been hard working at
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get everything squared away to try to bring in some income for the channel, so we can purchase firearms like this. We appreciate all of you, all of our subscribers there. Please comment below if there's anything that you have questions about. If you disagree with me, or well, actually just me, because Mr. Obvious doesn't get as opinionated as I do. I'm very quick to tell you what I think. And so if that ambidextrous safety thing seems silly to you, please tell me below. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm okay with that. But actually, those give me the biggest kick.
Yeah.
When people, they get mad, dude. I get guys fired up, apparently. So I get some guys, man, they sound like they want to hurt me. But that's okay. I'm not soft. I can take it. So, anything to add, Mr. Robbie?
Nothing to add.
All right. So with that, everybody, remember, keep your knife sharp. Keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man and watch us on
Rumble! Hello. Got a nephew. Just discovered the Lone Ranger. And wonder if you could help me out there.
Want a silver bullet, eh? Hey?
The man Uncle had gone to see was more than a gunsmith. He was, Last Minute Man said, an old world craftsman, a sort of wizard with weapons. He confirmed the high-grade silver content of my crucifix in the nephew's medallion, melted them down and molded them into a silver bullet. The nephew had read all the legends about werewolves, and though they differed on several minor points, they all agreed on one. It takes silver to kill a werewolf. And we were taking no chances.
Well, there it is. Nicest piece of work ever done, I think. It's got a low grain load, so it won't tumble. Ought to be pretty accurate.
Ah, hell. It's just a gag. I mean, what are you going to shoot with a 44 bullet made of silver?
How about a wire